on from GBs and Ireland are past. Let's bring them together for the British and Irish Lions. Sean.
Sure, yeah. So this week we're doing our match 15s. We're going to be picking our 15, and I believe we're doing bench as well for the test against Japan. So
yes,
sure.
And I will be covering the best I can for that game. I've been lucky enough, my ticket's valid. It is unfortunate that we're not getting a full crowd, but it is the biggest crowd in the COVID era, I think it's been dubbed as. So yeah. I'm happy for it, and if anyone's going, remember, give me a wave. I'll try and say hi. Remember, I will have a mask on though. But yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I think something we've all been needing. We just need the Lions to be playing. Yeah. But we have done a few rules regarding the match day 23 that we've pulled up against Japan. So
before anyone shouts at us, these are the very specific rules for only the Japan game. Before anyone starts calling us idiots.
Yes, this is not like our first test 15. This is just pure for the Japan game. Yes. So there is no Saris or Finn. This is purely because, retrospectively, Exeter Chiefs are, as we've already spoke about, are in the Premiership final next week, which is the same day as the Lions in Japan, and I can't see them getting released. Like, I know they've been given the green light to be released for Lions duty, but I think the players that are in the Chiefs squad, so Luke Cowan-Dickey, Sam Simmons, Johnny Hill, and Stuart Hogg, are going to want to get this job done for Exeter and then focus on Lions duty. I think that's just the kind of players they are. Saracens players, again, also haven't been with the Lions in Jersey because they've been focusing on the Championship playoffs, which they absolutely dominated, 117-15 over the two legs.
I mean,
fair play Saracens.
You're hardly gonna. I mean, well done, Saracens, for beating a semi-professional team. Well done, Saracens.
But so that's why Saracens players are not in. So again, no Owen Farrell, no Maro Toji, no Jamie George, no Elliot Daly. It's the same for the Exeter Chiefs. And Finn Russell is still in France with Racing 92. Granted, they did get beat by La Rochelle, but I think he gets a few days off. I think that's just Racing's policy. And then he'll probably join up with the squad this week. So Finn could make an appearance, maybe coming off the bench, but I wouldn't like put money on it so you're not overly disappointed. But let's get straight into the match day 23. Right, so we're going to do it differently. Sean, you start with your front three, then Simeon's front three, then my front three. So you're not getting the full squad. We're just going to do it bit by bit. Sean, you start.
Yeah, so from my front row, I had Wyn Jones, Ken Owens, and Tadhg Furlong.
Well, I've gone for a bit more pace because it's Japan. Roy Sutherland, Ken Owens, Tadhg Furlong.
Same with Simeon. I'm the exact same as Simeon on that one. Right, so second row.
I went for Henderson and Alan Wyn Jones.
My Ulster boy Henderson has to be in there, and Alan Wyn Jones as well, as captain, obviously.
It's 3 for 3.
Oh,
Alan Wyn Jones and Ian Henderson as well.
That's a nice coup there.
I feel like this is where it might get a bit different now.
Very possibly, yes. In the back row, in fairness, there was some tough choices in terms of back row and for the bench. So this was tough. So I went with Tadhg Byrne at 6, Hamish Watson at 7, and Talupe Faletau at 8.
Okay.
Fair. I want to see Tiprick at 6. I want to see if they can do Tiprick and Watson. And I think they should try in the Japan team. So going Tiprick, Watson, Faletau.
Simeon. 2 minds, man. Like I've literally wrote down Tipperick 6.
We've got the same pack. Yeah.
Me and you've got the same pack.
Right. Brilliant.
So hopefully the bench liven things up a bit. Sean, who's your halfback pairing?
I went with Murray and Biggar.
Okay.
I think they're going to need pace. I'm going Gareth Davis and Biggar. Keep it familiar. They know each other.
We've done it differently. I've gone for Ali Price and Dan Biggar. I think Ali Price again with the pace, but it's Murrayfield. Yeah, I just want to see an extra Scotsman in there. So
fair enough.
Who is your centre partnership, Sean?
I went with Henshaw and Harris.
Snap, Henshaw and Harris, I think it's the right way to go for this game.
3 for 3.
He'd love to see it.
Yeah, I've been bagging on this since like the Six Nations. I want Robbie Henshaw and Chris Harris as centre partnership, not just for this Japan game. Like I want that against South Africa. So there's a little thing. Good
defence and good attack.
Absolutely.
Defensively that is solid for against South Africa. Attack-wise, they're both good runners, aren't they?
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Sean, who's your? We'll go for back three.
Yep, I went with Josh Adams, Louis Rees-Zammit, and Stuart Hogg at fullback.
You went for Stuart Hogg?
Sorry. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot he played for Exeter.
Disqualified.
I'll just throw in Daly there. I'll put Daly there. Okay.
Saracens, try again.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. That's who else do I have?
You could have Liam Williams. You could have Anthony Watson.
Yeah, I'll put Liam Williams there. Reluctantly, I'll put Liam Williams.
There we go. So Josh Adams, Louis Rees-Zammit, and Liam Williams is Sean's official one against Japan.
There we got there in the end.
Simeon, how about you?
I think we need those. I think we need to have some unexperienced wickets. Obviously, I know Adams is like the one I'm saying for the starting, but he is on my bench. I think you need to do Van der Merwe and Zammit. You've got to try it, and then Liam Williams to keep them together at fullback as the experienced head and all that.
Simeon, have you been reading my notes?
Did you write the same thing again?
I wrote Duhan van der Merwe and Louis Rees-Zammit quite easily because I keep calling them power and pace. And grudgingly, I wrote Liam Williams at fullback because everyone knows.
The only difference is scrum half for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brilliant. So as collectively, we make a good Lions coaching team because we basically all agree.
We've basically just agreed, yeah. It's all pretty much the same anyway, for the most part.
Except for me, I wouldn't make a good Lions coach. I wouldn't know what players are eligible or not, or what players are available.
Right, now we've got the bench to deal with, lads. So you want to just go for the whole bench?
Yeah, go on, bench at a time. Yeah, go on.
Right, go on, Sean.
I went with Kelleher at 16 because obviously I don't really know of any other hooker that's available. So
yeah,
can I explain my amazing theory I've come up with today?
Yeah, go on, Simon. Go on.
So, all right, we've seen Kelleher is not a tourist, but he's training with the Lions, and I'm certain Gatland's gone. Sarries could be in that. They knew Sarries were going to be there, and they're like Exeter could be in the final. So you've lost both your hookers, so you're only left with Ken Owens, who you have to by law have a replacement hooker in the squad. So they've put him as not a tourist, but he is training with the Lions. So he's not going to South Africa. He's going to play a game for the Lions and then go back to the Ireland squad. And I think that's exactly what Gatland's done there, and he will be on the bench. Mark my words, second week going, mark my words, Kelleher will be on the bench for the Lions next week.
Well, I never discussed this with you. I did write down Kelleher on my bench, just so I'll spoiler for my bench. I did put Kelleher down, and then I was thinking along those same lines, Simeon, that you're firing home that he's not an official tourist, and the word tourist keeps sticking out because technically Murrayfield is a home game because it's home soil. So yeah, I think very, very sneaky by Warren Gatland on that. Anyway, we'll get back onto that shortly. Sean, continue with your bench. So we've got Ronan Kelleher.
Then I went for Sutherland and Fagerson, and then I went with Laws. And then at 20, it was either a toss-up for me between Conan and Tipuric. I think Conan fits the 20 shirt very well, but obviously I love Justin Tipuric as well. I wouldn't want to keep him out of the match day 23, so it was a bit of a toss-up there. And then at sub-scrum half, I went with Ali Price. Again, it's sort of a bit of a toss-up for me with Gareth Davies as well. I'm a big fan of him as well, but I like Ali Price as well. And then originally I had Daly on the bench, but obviously he's ineligible.
No.
So I put Duhan van der Merwe in there along with Bundyaki at 23. Obviously, that's not ideal, having two kind of big men. And then obviously... Stuart Hogg, or not Stuart Hogg, damn it, he's not even there. I was going to say, because I had Stuart Hogg originally at 15, that he could be the cover for 10, but obviously he's not going to be there now. So obviously Murray is a bit of a cover there, probably. So yeah, that's my bench there.
So Simon, what's your bench?
So mine, again, we've discussed Kelleher, Wyn Jones, Ferguson, Courtney Laws. I've put Tom Curry in there. I just think he's a bit of a different he's a bit of a different flanker to potentially bring in, and he's covered 8 before, so I've had him in there. Ali Price, I've put Aki in, but if for whatever reason they need Finn Russell to come as a replacement 10 last minute, it'll be Russell. If not, I think Liam Williams could be a potential 10 cover if they have to. And then 23, Josh Adams, because he can cover the whole back three.
Okay, so we're actually different big time for the bench.
Okay, so that's good. We've got the starting 15, but as a Lions collective, we'd have a completely different bench. Brilliant.
So my bench is Kelleher at hooker. I've got Wyn Jones and Xander Fagerson as the prop replacements. I've put Courtney Laws in as second row, and I've got Tyg Byrne because he can cover the back row as well.
Yeah.
I've got Conor Murray on my bench because we don't have a 10, and I feel like Conor Murray could play 10. He does do kicking sometimes for Munster, so...
Yeah.
I've gone for Bundyaki as well, but to specialise for back three, and I think you could even slot him at centre if it was really required. Not just for this game, I mean just in general. Anthony Watson.
I think he's played 13, but I swear I've seen him play 13 somewhere.
He has,
There we go then. So there's...
Yeah, I think the bench just confirmed that, it was getting a bit interesting there at times that, we might have been thinking that maybe you were long lost brothers there, lads. So,
I know, the Scottish Welsh there.
Yeah. The literal connection there, the rugby connection there.
The connection's coming with a Rugby Connection podcast to you on YouTube.
I just want to confirm that me and Simeon have not discussed that at all. That wasn't pre-planned. I didn't just throw in one change just to be different. I wrote it down and I said to him, I think I've got it clamped down. So that means if it is, Simeon's pretty much got it clamped down as well. So
exactly. Exactly. Because I literally said to you, I'm refusing to tell you. I said it to you earlier, I'm not telling you who I picked. I was saying it for the pod.